My bad. Hello, hello, hello. It is cooking with Latricia. I'm just cutting up the turkey bacon right now. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Hello, hello, hello. It is cooking with Latricia. Hey. Just cutting up the turkey bacon right now. Preparing. Good afternoon, Ken. How are you? Thanks for joining. Just doing a little cooking with Latricia. It's been a while. It's been a while. And I am doing egg bites with turkey bacon. I did last time. I did egg bake, or some call it egg casserole. And I had an egg bite from Starbucks one day. I was like, oh, this is good. I could make it. And I seen somebody on, I don't know who, I can't remember. I'll be watching so much cooking stuff. I seen somebody do them in a muffin pan. So I'm like, oh, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I remember last time when I was talking about the egg bake, how you put milk in there to stretch it and make it fluffy. That's what you do with eggs. I actually ended up looking that up afterwards. I did learn that from my auntie years ago when I was a kid. That's what she would do. And I asked her one day why she put milk in it, and that's what she told me, that it fluffs up the eggs and it stretches it. But she had quite a few children to feed too. So, but I looked it up, and chefs actually don't recommend it. They because they say it dilutes the flavor of the egg. And when I read that, I said, I do notice that it does do that. But they say you can actually add cream or heavy whipping cream or something like that to give it a richer, fuller flavor. So that's what I've been doing. I'm not gonna do it with this, but that's what I had been doing. But yeah, I just wanted to make that correction. Not that you can't use it. Not that you can't use milk. But again, it does dilute the flavor. Hey, Miss Amanda, how are you? Thanks for joining. Excuse me, y'all. My hand all in the way. I'm trying to get the... Okay. I'm listening and cleaning. Ooh, that sounds good. Fun cleaning. I like cleaning. I'm into it. So, what we're doing first is I'm going to turn on the oven. I actually just took the bacon out of the oven and turned it off, but I'm turning the oven on to 400 degrees. I have here bacon bites that I just cut up. This is a mixture of green pepper, green onion, regular onion, I guess yellow onion or Vidala onion or something like that they call it. I might be saying it wrong. I chopped up mushrooms since they're going in the little thingies for the muffin cups. So I cut them up into pieces and some minced garlic. And so I sauteed that already. And I have here cheese and black pepper. Now I'm using black pepper only, not salt and pepper, as usually is the usual for the most part, because the bacon is kind of salty. So I think that'll give it the flavor that's needed. And I try to stay away from sodium. So I use more black pepper these days, and maybe like a powder, garlic powder or chili powder or something instead of salt. Very rarely do I use salt these days. But anyhow, except for when I'm baking bread or making dough or something. So, I turned on the oven, and now I'm just going to grease these muffin pans. Spray them. Boom. I'll leave that here. Eggs right here. I have a bowl right here. A spoon for scooping the sauteed veggies, and a little whisk. So I'm going to crack one egg. I'm going to put this down here so y'all can see what I'm doing. And so I'll just put a little bit of everything in here. I would say a good spoonful is good. A nice amount of cheese. Probably a little more. And a nice amount of bacon. Put a little bit of pepper. And then just whisk it like that. You saw me. I'm about to stop my foot over at you like, don't come over here. My daughter just came in. I thought she was getting ready to come in the kitchen. And I'm over here stomping at her. She looking at me like, lady, you are crazy. She always look at me like that. And so, just whisk it and then pour it in the first muffin cup. Voila! Look at that. So you just keep on doing this. Just keep doing it until you fill up the pan. I have a dozen of eggs, which is 12 eggs. And so there are also 12 muffin cups in the thingy, in the muffin pan. So perfect, right? Right. Go ahead, you can put it in there. So once again, and the cheese, a little pepper. What's up? You want to help me? Or you just want to watch? Just what? Okay. I'm doing egg bites. I'm just talking to my daughter too, y'all. She like to eat. And let's pour that right on in there. So I just repeat this over and over and over and over. Put it in the oven. I think I already said it, but I set the oven at 400 degrees. Yeah. And my oven is a little, I always want to say slow, but I'm trying to say it cooks less degrees than what it actually be on. So just want to be mindful of that if you have that kind of a situation going on. Guess I should put the pepper, huh? And I use the shaker instead of, you know how you put it in the little bowls and sprinkle because of my nails. Even though I could put on some gloves, I just figured we just keep it in that. That way we won't be going it away or trying to have to scoop it back in a thingy. Because you know how it usually be more than what you need. But we're doing just fine here. And so that's pretty much it, you all. Just wanted to come on and share that. Since this is my first time doing it, I want to share with my kingdom people. With my kingdom people. Kingdom people. Yep. Yep, and that's pretty much it, y'all. Now the ones I got from Starbucks, I only got it one time, and they came two in a pack, and not in a pack, but you know, they come in twos. You get two, and my daughter had one, and I had one, and they were so good. I'm like, oh my goodness. Then, like I said, I seen a lady doing this with the muffins. I said, oh, and I already do egg bake. I pretty much make egg bake every week. So now I probably switch them up and sometimes do egg bake, sometimes do egg bites. Egg bake, egg bites, whatever you like. Yep. I mean, you got done faster than I thought. No, this is about right for you. Isn't that, don't that look fun? You like it look fun to eat. To cook too. Make it too, right? I'm talking to my daughter, y'all. Don't it look fun to y'all too? Looks delish. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think listen, it's just eggs with stuff put in it. If you like eggs and egg bacon, almonds and stuff like that. It's just another cool way to eat. I like trying different things, doing things different ways. Did I just say that again in another way? I tend to do that quite often. Cover all the bases. But yeah, I'm into it. Some stuff I be seeing, I ain't got there yet to be trying it because it's just so many components involved. But you know, it's one of them things like one day, it's a dream, it's a dream. You know, sometimes you just got to work your way up to some stuff. You know, with life happening and, you know, you're just trying to keep up with your everyday life and maintain, and then you want to incorporate other things and new things that you're learning, things that you want to try, you know. It's like a whole full-blown life. It is a full-blown life. Never get bored. Never get bored. Never run out of ideas. Never run out of things to do. Never run out of things to cook. Never. Oh, what you say? How long? So I would say I forget where I learned it. I saw a little video. You know how people be doing shorts. I want to say it was a short, or it could have been a little fast video on Facebook. It's possible, but I believe it was a short. You know the shorts be short. So I can't recall what they said, but I would do it at 385, between 385 and 400. So that's why I put my oven on 400. And also my oven temperature is slower than what it says. I mean, lower than what it says. So I always do it a little higher. So if your oven is more on point, I would say 385 to start. And then just kind of see how it goes. You know, even sometimes with some direction, I may do things a little different depending on, well, at first I do it the way they say. But depending on how it goes, I might have to, you know, adjust some things. You know, with certain things, not with everything. Certain things you got to do it to the T and be careful. But, you know, some things you can just kind of tweak it a little bit. And this is one of those kind of things. And then, you know, some people, I like mine really good and baked. I don't like runny and too soft eggs and not fully cooked. I'm not into that. You know, so that's another thing you want to just keep in mind, you know, depending on your preference. It all depends on what you like. What do you like? What do you like? So, yeah. I think it's fun to make. I think it's even fun to make if you have like children that like to cook, or you know, that like to help you cook or something like that, I think this would be a cool thing for them. Especially with it, you know, being in a muffin pan and everything. My daughter standing right here watching me. Dude, she don't never watch me. She don't never watch me cook. She just be waiting to eat. Although she do like cooking, but she more so like baking. Baking is her thing. So yeah. Yeah, but she sure like to eat, man. We eat something here. We don't play no games, there you go. Okay. My son asked me on Mother's Day, what y'all gonna do today? Y'all going out? I said, I ain't going out. I ain't even think about it. I don't be liking to go out when it be too crowded sometimes. I ain't even think about it though. I was gonna have my man on cooking. So that's what I did. I told my son we gonna eat though. He said, yeah, of course. Of course y'all gonna eat. Oh. But you know what I find interesting? I just been thinking about this. And I've been looking in the, you know, we do, everything is, eating is a celebration. Eating is a way of gathering and enjoying with, you know, family, friends. It's a celebration, celebratory type thing. Anytime we have any kind of event going on, what do? We eat. It doesn't matter whether it's a wedding, whether it's a baby shower, a bridal shower, a party, or anything. I'm just hearing even after church service, you know, we like to eat. And, you know, I've been reading the book of Numbers. And it's a lot of, well, you have to make sacrifices of the bulls and rams and the lambs and goats sometimes, you know. And even not just that, but like the Passover and just different things. You know, God honored food. He ordered and commanded you to go eat and feast. I was reading today, I think it's in chapter 26 or 27 in Numbers, about the festival and how he wants, you know, certain offerings that need to be sacrificed, the sacrifices that need to be offered for burnt offerings, sacrificial offerings, whatever it was. And you know, all of those are times of eating. And even the sacrifices were food. They were animals. And then not just that, but flour. Choice flour with olive oil mixed in it. You know. So, I'm just reading this and like, you know, God honors eating. You know, he honors eating. And he used it as a way to even honor him. And to cleanse ourselves even, because a lot of times that's what they were doing, purifying themselves and making themselves right with God. But what I realized is food, you know, and even in the biblical days, how they sat around together to eat meals, that was like a big deal. That was like a real sacred time. Food, eating meals together, cooking, all of that. So, you know, I'm kind of getting the idea just from what I've been paying attention to and noticing and coming across that this is something that God honors. Not that I thought that it wasn't, but, you know, because we have to eat to live. I mean, we have to survive. But God be wanting us to eat good. He really do. He really do. And then he wants us to enjoy our food. And make it a celebratory thing. So I think I'm on point there. That's what I do. I be celebrating when I eat. Let me pull this back up here, y'all. So that's pretty much it for that. I appreciate you all for joining me. I just wanted to come in. I didn't know how it was going to go, but I never do. You just never know how things going to go. You just never know because you just show up. I just want to share this with you all because, like I said, I did the egg bake last time. And yeah, so now I'm doing egg bites. I had made a whole chicken yesterday. Some sweet potatoes. Cut them up. You know how you cut them and put them in a pot with a little water. My mama always say, you know, sweet potatoes make their own water. You don't need that much water. I heard it in my head. I only put this much water. Because I heard her. But anyway. And what else I make? Some asparagus, man. When I tell you that food was so good. It was so good. I was in the middle of seasoning the chicken. Well, I had just finished seasoning the chicken. I thought about you all and I was going to come on. But I'm like, you know what? I'm doing an egg bake anyway tomorrow. And I had already, even though I still could have, but I wasn't dressed and I didn't want to be coming all on here looking all, I wasn't prepared. I just seen something and it disappeared. Oh, thank you, Ken, for the 550 contribution to my channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Appreciate that. God bless you mightily and abundantly. Thank you, Latricia. This is my confirmation as well. Okay. Wow. You talking about the food, Ken? I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven now. So, see, it's all filled up and ready. Just give me 30 minutes, Johnny. My bad. I called myself hurrying up. Guess I didn't do well. Do too good with that, huh? So you all, I'm gonna let that bake for like about 30 minutes and take it out. Well, I'm gonna start checking it at more like 25, because just to make sure. Oh, you saw 555 twice. Okay. Okay. So yeah, food is a thing. Of course, eat healthy. As much as you can. Try not to eat too junky. And I say that because you deserve a treat from time to time. If you eat healthy most of the time, having a treat from time to time is necessary, really. Who said? I think I heard Michelle Obama. Yeah, I think I heard her say that. And I kind of adapted that. Like, yeah, that do make sense. Even though you do, I think I might have already been doing that or transforming into doing that. I heard her say it and it stuck. Because, I can remember being really, really what they call obese. And that's a whole nother thing that I ain't finna get into. Because something came over me the other day. You know how they get those BMIs? It's just something always been about them BMIs. I don't think that's black people's index. That's not our calculator. Because we not made. We made different. Anyway. The other day, it just was really on my spirit. And it just came over me like, those ain't for us. Because I can remember being, and I'm not saying I'm not saying that to just be unhealthy. Like, throw it out the window. But, I've had my own journey, where food is concerned and having issues with weight. And I can remember back in 2005, I want to say, I had started exercise. I always was this kind of person that would exercise. I can remember when I was a little girl, when my mom's husband would take her to work early in the morning, I would get up and go work out. It would be like 5 o'clock in the morning to the 20-minute, what was it called? The 20-minute, I think it's called the 20-minute workout. It's back in the days. I used to be doing that. It would come on at a certain real early in the morning. And when they would leave, I would get up. It's like I was sneaking to exercise. Not that I had to, but that's what time it came on when they weren't there. And I would get up early in the morning before I had got myself together to go to school and work out. It was just a thing for me. But, growing into young adulthood, first of all, we ate. We just ate. My family, my grandmother, my mom, anyone, whoever care I was in, my family, we ate. Or whoever I was with, that's what we did. We ate. And I can even remember get full. They saying get full, eat and get full. And that was a thing. So even though we would have mainly the food on the food pyramid, because that's what we went by back then, and in school, that's what they taught us. Even though we would have like a meat, a grain, a veggie, for the most part, it was healthy. We weren't taught to, I learned later, to eat till you satisfied. And what had happened was I had got what they call obese. What they call obese. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. But, and I was pretty, I gained quite a bit of weight around this thing because I ate and without care and thought, and I ate a lot out at that time. I started eating a lot out eating out more than I had previously. And I started gaining a lot of weight. And so I wasn't even conscious of thinking about calories and all that and what I'm putting in my body. But around that same time, it was a lot of health information out there. That was when everything was health, and it still is, but not like it was at one point. That's all you heard about, health and health, and it was like everything was going on about how you eat and losing weight. And so I would, it was just there everywhere. And so I would like listen to stuff and pay attention, and I would hear certain things that just really made me reflect and start to look at the way I was eating. Look at certain things and change the way I was eating. And actually what ended up happening, I end up with high blood pressure. And that's what really triggered me to do something about my weight. And although I still deal with that, even the weight, I don't concern. I lost a lot of weight with some help. But I just maintain and do my best to be healthy. Make healthy choices. And I learned, like I said, I learned to eat till I'm satisfied and not full, which is kind of what I was saying. We didn't know that. We just ate. And I'm not saying anything negative about anybody. My family and what they fed us, we ate. So I'm not complaining at all. But, they was doing what they knew to do. But like I said, when I started listening to a lot of the health information, I started making certain changes. And then when I had a surgery to help me lose weight, you kind of have to do things different. And although for the most part I didn't stop eating certain things because I didn't want my body to not know, like good, like sweets, even though I don't eat it a lot and I really can't. But that was before even that, before the surgery or whatever. But I wanted my body to still know certain things because I didn't want to live like I call it live like a patient. That's what I would call it, but it's something, a vegetable, so to speak. Just and I can't enjoy food. I just had to learn how to clean it up, and I'm still doing that. And I had that surgery in 2012, and that was 10 years ago, yeah. And I'm still learning, tweaking the things, and that's just something that you do as you go, but I'm just saying all that to say, although God honors food, they be like, and listen, it is often said that it's a sweet aroma to him when they will burn these different things on the altar, that it was a sweet aroma to him. I just find that interesting. I don't even know what I want to say about it, but I just be like, lately, like, that means God like food. He like to smell it. He like cook it so I can smell it. He said it's a sweet aroma to him. And he like, y'all eat it. And I can remember reading, I want to say it was in Leviticus, where even certain food that was sacrificed on the altar was for the priest, specifically for the priest. He had them priests eating good. Y'all bring the stuff, sacrifice it, cook it on up, and then go ahead and eat it. Different people had, in this case, like I said, the priests. Certain things were reserved just only for the priests because they were the ones that, carried out everything in the temple or whatever. So anyway, Kingdom people, listen, I appreciate you all for joining me. That is egg bakes. Egg bites today, what we did today on Cooking with Latricia. I hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed having you here. Again, I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with your girl. Thank you again, Ken, for being here and for that financial donation. I really do appreciate that. And so, yeah, I guess that's it. I will take a picture of it when it's done. Take a picture of it when it comes out of the, I was about to say out of the altar. When it comes out of the I'm still trying to say altar. The oven. When it comes out of the oven, I'll take a picture of it and I will post it on my community board. Thank you as well. You have a good day as well, Ken. And I will see you all next time, Kingdom people. I love you all. And you all have a good, awesome, wonderful, blessed day. Peace.